In your being also you should have few tunes. Once in a while you should be able to go out of the logic. But normally you carry only one tune cell phone. That logic, that's all. And you don't have other tunes. Actually, logical people think that emotional people are the people who can trust others are fools. But they don't understand. To question, to be logical, to doubt, you don't need intelligence. Any fool can do that. All fools will do that only. Only to trust, to open up, to relax, you need intelligence. Very rarely, only intelligent people relax. People who can relax, I have seen how gracefully they live and leave. They are living and leaving. Both will be so graceful. People who are caught just with the logic, who can't relax during living and leaving. Both will be hell for them. Both will be hell, worst hell. Small story. In a monastery, all the brothers were getting a training by the chief priest how to talk, how to give a sermon. Chief is telling, when you talk about heaven, you should just express it in your body language. Your face should shine, your eyes should exhibit the joy, and your whole body should show that you are in heaven. It should just be told in your body language to inspire people. When you talk about hell, don't do anything, just be as you are. Nothing much needs to be done. If you are living with logic, you don't need to visualize hell because you are already in. You don't need to imagine hell because you are already in. It's very rare. Few genius individuals. Genius is a person who escapes from the social training of creating a strong logic. Understand? Genius is a person who escapes from the social conditioning or social training of creating a strong logic. Actually, if you somehow find a method or technique to escape from the strong logic, your logic will be able to penetrate the zones, penetrate the spaces which normal person's logic can't penetrate. You will have different flavor, you will have different quality, you will have different kind of inner space. Again, it is very difficult to express logically how you can go beyond logic, because words are logical. But now I am sitting and talking against the logic. There's a beautiful simile in Nyaya Sutra. It's a great book on logic in Vedic tradition. Maybe this example will give you an idea how we misuse the logic and how we misunderstand, how we miss the whole thing. There are two different kinds of logic. One logic is by listening to two statements, you can come to the conclusion of third statement. For example, all men have got one head. Socrates is a man. You know the third statement now. Socrates has got one head. This is simple logic. This is one kind of a logic. There is the other kind of a logic. This room has got two gates. One gate is open. Naturally, your mind will come to the conclusion, to the third statement, the other gate is closed. But it doesn't have to be. Understand, there are two kinds of logic. The second logic, you can't come to the conclusion by listening to the first two statements. But many times, you come to the conclusion. You come to the conclusion without thinking. You apply the first logic in the second place. You create problems. If somebody comes and tells you, your wife loves somebody else, then immediately you start thinking, then she is not loving me. You don't have to come to that conclusion. Actually, a person whose inner space is more, whose inner space can accommodate many people, he only can shower himself on many people. Of course, I am not talking about the physical relationships. I am talking about opening yourself or opening your being, showering the same attention, love and care on many people. If your inner space is vast enough, if your inner space is pure enough, you will be able to shower the same love, same attention, same care to every being. Naturally, the person who feels that only he should get all your attention feels insecure. He thinks if you shower your love on somebody else, he may not get it. He may think that my share will reduce. I will not get the whole 100%. In the inner space, there is no such thing as 100%. It is just infinity. It is infinity. Only in the outer space, your logic, your percentage, your calculation, all these things will work. In the inner space, you can't have all this idea of logic, average, percentage. Sometimes I am surprised when I see these statistics and surveys done about human beings' minds. Here I read a lot of surveys, statistics. 66% are depressed. I am surprised, you can't. And that also they put percentage, 40% depression, 30% depression. You can't. The inner space cannot be measured with your so-called logical percentage. The psychoanalysts, psychotherapy, they have reduced mind also to a matter. Because all of you are brought up with the same mold. When one type of education is forced on all human beings, you are no more a human being. You are reduced just to an utility. See the whole game. Look at the whole game. You are educated, trained for some purpose to be an utility. And you are used and dispersed. That's all. When all of you are put in that one mold, over, you are no more human beings. You can, even your inner space can be calculated. You are predictable. Even in your unpredictable moments. Even the so-called unpredictable moments, what you will do, you are predictable. You are very clearly taught, if you become angry, you should become like that. If you are depressed, you should do that. Very clearly, all the ideas are inserted into you. Even in the unpredictable moment, what you are supposed to do. Already you have a manual. Be very clear. You are living only with the manual which is given to you by the society. As long as you are living with your so-called logic, you are not living with your logic, you are living with the society, the logic given to you by society. That is why I am saying, the logic, rational mind is your intimate enemy.